And welcome to today's. You go to work, pay 21 an hour. God, I don't hate it. Better, but I gotta try. But I'm not. I don't hate the job. This house just try to talk. I'm a very lone person. I like being alone. Yeah, I actually had. Oh, I've touched. I don't really feel like I know that's how I'm not afraid of dying. Yeah, I was not afraid. Care what happened. Actually, fuck. Mike's not picking me up. Okay. I should look in the camera more. That makes sense. Mike. Mike. Okay. Um, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I'm not afraid of much anything. But I am afraid of what happens after death. Like the con of life after death. Only because I feel like I can't either way would suck dick. Like, okay, so let's say what I believe is true, and I die, and then nothing. You become nothing. You came from nothing. You go back in universes. Um, gonna eventually implode and kill anyone and destroy everything. Some shit like that. That's really fucking depressing, but also very comforting. Like it's comforting in the fact that I know I won't have to care or. But to think I only get like, for me, like 60 years at most, and uh, I just get to experience that, and that's the end of it. Like I don't get to have as many experiences. I don't know. It just seems kind of bullshit, you know. Um, I think maybe I should get a little bit more of a chance. Like the alternatives also like really kind of scary too. So it's like eternal life, like just the concept. Like it. Let's say we go with the the Christian version of God. There's eternal life. There's Jesus Christ. You have sin, meant to follow those, or you go to hell. Well, one of those bad things is I go to hell, and the other thing is I get to go to heaven and be happy or whatever. Um, but a I feel like I would get bored of being happy for. B, I don't want to burn eternally. Also, the burn eternally thing doesn't make sense because God loved his children. Listen, we're not gonna get into the specific religious stuff and the contradictions that are naturally with religion, whatever. Um, know a lot of non-religious people, religious also that are out for the most part. my girlfriend actually cool. I think. I mean, she doesn't go to like events or anything, but she believes in it. Not like before anyone goes like, oh, Satanist, like evil. Oh, not like Satanist as in like the concept of Satan from the Bible. It's more of a marketing name, Satan. More of an individualist religion about free will. I'm not personally a Satanist, but that's mostly just because I have fear around the name of Satan from Christian upbringing and that whole fear being instilled in me at a young age. Um, yeah. Other than that, 5 minutes. I don't know. Um. Oh yeah. So the Christian one also sounds really bad because dying and then eternal struggle or eternal joy. Both of those sound boring as hell. Like even with the eternal like struggle and like burning and whatnot, I feel like that eventually you just kind of get used to after a while. Like I know like a regular human being, if they're tortured long enough, their brain will break. If you're tortured too long, maybe you just go back to normal. It's like a so cold it's hot type thing. I don't know. Um there is a third option. Well, a couple more options. There's the Nirvana option, which is like you are part of God or whatever, and you enter Nirvana. Is essentially the same as many different versions of Christian religions, where you basically just become a part of God again. Which I don't want to be in a hive mind. Saying, like I'd rather not. Like say God is real, but every one of us is a part of God. I feel like that would kind of be irritating because that means I'm me and my abuse in life, which sucks dick because I don't think I would do that to me, but like at the same time, I guess I did. It's very contradictory. You are all the pain and the joy in the world. Like all of that is a part of. It is interesting, like the Nirvana, this pure Nirvana concept though, where you just become in like. I think that's pretty cool. Reincarnation is another very interesting one. I think when it comes to reincarnation, uh, can be interesting as long as you don't remember your lives before. To a certain extent, like I want to be in one of the lives and like remember all my past lives, but like I don't want to remember all my past lives in every life. Sometimes I just want to live out a life and like not remember any of my past lives. I think that could keep you going for a long time, but I feel like if your soul is eternal, eventually you will get tired of going through the endless cycle. So whether it's infinity or simply an end, it's really terrifying, to perceive either of them. And technically, we can't perceive either of them because we can't perceive, as I mentioned in one of my other vlogs, uh, anything that's endless and true nothing, right? Humans aren't capable of. So, you know, in the end, on my mind will never be able to reach that nexus point, which kind of sucks. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Um, Religion is a very interesting thing. I have a lot of deep connections with it from my childhood, mysticism and magic and all that. I grew up with it essentially. My mom, she's a bit of a whack job. She believes in a bunch of crazy conspiracy theories and shit, and I kind of took off of that. Like some of the things I do nowadays are like very superstitious beliefs that I have like tremendous fear of not following simply because of like that uh, fear of God put in me at a young age. And I think that's like really detrimental to my like mental health in general, like that fear of God in general was like extremely detrimental to my mental health because everything did I thought was like sinful. And even nowadays, I see things as evil that aren't even necessarily evil. Uh, like things that I do on a daily basis. You know, I could do one wrong thing, some spiritual connection comes to it, then I will have like fear in my heart. And it all started really with that fear of God when I was really, you know, them instilling that, you're going to burn in hell type of mentality really fuck you up at a young age. And like a lot of people says, like the idea is very humble, but when you're it isn't very humbling that you're gonna suffer forever. It's more of like, oh wow, I'm going to be in eternal pain. That sucks dick. I don't want that actually. Um, and so you just create this negative connection with religion, which I think is bad for both religious people and non-religious people. Because non-religious people now have an argument to use against religious people. You're like, hey, you're stupid. You're brainwashing kids into suffering, and the religious people are like, hey, why is my kid leaving like the religion? It's maybe because they had a fear put in them at a young age. They see something that's a little less, like, oh, burn forever, and they go immediately to it. Um, I of course went uh, away from religion for a lot of different reasons. I stopped. I acknowledged my loss of belief at a very young age, on the ages of like 11 or 12. Like I acknowledged that I was losing my faith at that around that age, and I've just always been like a science person. I love science and stuff, so it just seemed natural for me to believe in science more. So, you know, uh, I just think people should be more open to talk about every religion and every science. Kids should know about all these things and then make their own choices. Like I am circumcised, but like I was never baptized. Um, when I was a baby, because my mom was like she wanted us to choose. So technically, like my sins haven't been washed away. I'm evil or something according to some like evangelicals because I haven't been baptized. I wasn't baptized at birth. Um, obviously that's a dumb thing to say, but like there's some people that genuinely believe I'm evil. I mean, people believe I'm evil because I'm trans or I'm black. That's nothing new concept. Thinking someone's evil because a book told you to, and they're pure evil if they have this one difference in them. Someone killed someone. Like, yeah, that's a bad thing, but even like a murderer can still be a good person at the end of the day. You know, like you know, every even the worst people in the world had like some good in them somewhere, and they did some good. I'm not gonna name names, but there are plenty of like old good people that did bad things, that did plenty of bad things. Idols, like people that founded like countries, America, who did terrible things, people, and that they knew were wrong at the time. You know, I don't know. Don't meet your idols, kids. That's the lesson for today. Don't meet your idols, and only piss in the toilet. Stop pissing in the sink, guys. I know you're doing it. That's my lessons for today. So, thanks for watching. Bye.